It seems later than what it is. It's my clock says it's not. Time change. You gotta love it. Hello again, everyone. I am Gary Gatto. Welcome to P1's coverage of we had round 8 now. Yeah, round 8 of the inaugural season of the Onyx Racing League Lotus 79 series. We come to you tonight from Iowa Speedway for 172 laps. What we're hearing about is going to be hard racing, but not easy passing conditions, and it might all be decided on pit road. Joining me as always in the booth is Luis Gonzalez-Nunez. Luis, tight points battle coming into today's race. Here are the points on the screen. Rodriguez leads Mark Cohn by 5 points, and lurking in the distance there is two-time defending ISRA truck and Xfinity champion Lionel Callisto in third, 27 points behind the leader. Then we got David Serra and Alex Guyon. So a lot still to be decided, but a tight points battle at the top with only 3 races to go starting tonight.
Yeah, even David Serra, like you said, even I'm going to put Alex Guyon in 5th place with 37 behind. We are still have a, including this. This is a 2 plus the other one next week. So again, maybe I'm right. But yeah, it's a very close battle. We are in the Legacy Iowa 2011 track, no, in the new one with the parch, on the parch in the between turn 3, 2, and 1 or whatever. So now it's just pure stuff. So like you said, it's gonna be difficult to pass. Just gonna be on pit road strategy. So it's gonna be really interesting. That. So we're gonna talk later about the weather. If you wanna go for the grid starter.
Yeah, let's get the grid in. And David Rodriguez on the pole. Right next to him is Guyon in row 1. So the battle continues right up at the front. Glendy and Mark Cohn on row 2. And Justin Kirby and David Serra on row 3. Kirby wanting a little redemption after coming to the start white flag, or right at the white flag at Motegi. That is row 3. Rigney and Gala is back on row 4. Forsyth and Richie Hurd, teammates, on row 5. Mark Murphy joining the lineup tonight because of the time change. Gary Lovern on row 6. Gary at the podium finish last night at Indianapolis in Onyx, or in Votive. Joining us tonight in Onyx again. Lewis Hayes, Jim Herrick on row 7. Matt Wagner and Lionel Callisto, guys working together on row 8. Britt Kirby and Michael Goodman on row 9. Cristobal Valenzuela and Chris Fowler in row 10. And that is it. That is your 10 rows of 20 cars starting tonight.
20 cars. I don't see Fowler. So it should be just 19 cars in the grid. So anyway, track temperature is 98, and now 75 in the ambient. So the wind said it's going to ease, but it's not really a big deal, the wind with this car. So to be honest, not really have to mention that. But got a really interesting game today, because it's a game, basically game in pit road. How you gonna play with the strategy, how much fuel you're gonna put it, and you have to play with that, and especially with the changing tires and stuff. So if you change it now, it could be better for the end of the race.
Green flag is out. We are underway. 172 laps of action ahead of us here in Iowa with the Lotus 79s. Good jump by David Rodriguez.
it's gonna be hard pass to pass. That's the problem. Everyone's gonna go in the same. Oh, the pit rules is you back straight before the double yellow line. Before the turn 3, it's gonna be the coming in, and then you have to adjust your brake bias. Don't get too high on that sharp entry.
Look at this group behind the leaders, though. Murphy getting around. We got Herrick back there, Lovern, Wags, Lewis Hayes, Cristobal Valenzuela, Lionel Callisto. This group of cars. Lewis Hayes using the apron to help rotate his car some. Mark Murphy in the Miller All-American, made famous by Danny Sullivan's spin and win in '85 at Indianapolis. And Wag sending it to the inside of Murph.
Yeah, basically the OP line is the middle line, it's not the first line, the close to the apron. To defend it, maybe you can defend it for a high line, but it's a lot of I'm sort of jumping on to how about that jump or stuff. It make the car rotate different, but it's not a big deal with this car. So, but yeah, that's the OP line. The second line, you can defend it. You can squeeze the guy on the first line and make the pass. Like of course is going for Hugo Araz in there.
Cristobal Valenzuela, the Skull Bandit, made famous by Teo Fabi and Tom Sneva. But back up front it is David Rodriguez by 3/10 over Clindy. Sarah trying to get underneath Clindy to get that position, but not quite able to get there. And it's Cone and Kirby, your top 5. We're doing about 21 seconds a lap here, so we are pretty quickly already into this first run now, almost 10 laps into this race.
I just checking the livery of Laio Canisto. It's the ATS Formula 1, but the 79 Formula 1 car driving. I don't even know who's driving that season.
Forsyth on the bottom, getting around Guyon, joining Hearn now, move him up to 7th. Hearn up 4 spots. He's one of your biggest movers at the moment. Forsyth up 2. David Serra up 3. Herrick up 3. Wags up 3. Mark Murphy was up 5. He's now down 1 spot now. He's in a battle back there with Cristobal.
I found it. So Hans Stock, the German guy.
And Stuck, okay.
Hans Stock. So he retired basically all the races. Only the good race he did was in USA and in the race on Watkins Glen. 79, he finished 5th. How many cars retired in one season? It's a lot. Even Nelson Piquet have a bad season when he started. He could race in Sambor 79, so kind of dominate for the big teams at that time.
Riding with David Serra in 3rd spot here. And you can hear them lifting here in the corners. Serra using a little bit of the apron.
Like a small lifting.
Serra won at Laguna Seca. earlier this season. David Rodriguez, your leader, has won at Watkins Glen in New Hampshire. Lindy has not run the complete schedule, but has made a few races this season. Specifically, he was in the opener at Homestead, won by Dean Mall. And the top five are really kind of pulled away from the rest of the group, really. There you see Cone and Kirby right behind. And still that big battle.
Yeah, basically we have 3-4 groups maybe. From first to fifth, then the 6th to 8th. Then we have the 8 to 13, and then the 14. Oh, it's one more group, 17, and then 2 cars on the back with 19 and 18 and 19. That's a lot of groups separate.
The one thing we haven't really talked about with these cars is that the rear wheels stick out a little bit wider, farther than the front wheels. So you got to really watch it when you get these cars close to the fence. Those back wheels can make contact with your front wheels without even making your front wheels make contact.
Oh, you can fight, yeah.
Flags underneath Gary Lovern here in turns 1 and 2.
It is interesting. I'm watching a video. 79, they make a pit stop. Maybe in IndyCars happen too, but June found it something in IndyCars. They changed the tires, and they decided to change only the front tires in road race. So they changed the front tires, are good to go. So it's really important about the front tires. I think the back tires is not really big deal, especially with this big size on the back, but we mentioned many times actually the right front tires is the main one when you're burning a lot. And I remember racing here in the Lionheart up front, put my car close to the apron, be on the leader, came out and come into the lead again, and all of these guys make a different strategy. It was like a heartbreak. Actually, it wasn't heartbreaking because I thought it was going to win the race, but it wasn't. So, you see Rodriguez, Serra front with Korn. I feel on the end, I have a battle with Richie Hearn. I was super stressful with him on the back and just hit the wall. I still couldn't defend my position. I didn't think I finished 8th or 9th. I don't remember that.
There is Richie Hearn, currently in 6th spot, as this field is pretty well strung out now.
Watkins coming with fastest lap now.
Kind of early to
Maybe.
be thinking about pit stops. So we heard in the pre-race, in our pre-race meeting, one of the drivers said the first 20 laps, the pace will be and then as the fuel burns off and the tires start to come into their own, you will see the pace pick up. 21.3s are what we are turning now. 21.4s and 21.3s for the fastest laps.
For now, I think it's Rodriguez is 21.367. That's 140 something to 130. I think it's 140. We have to wait it maybe a little bit for have the real number. But Clendy, you know what? Clendy is good. Good job here. To be honest, with this track. Here we go. Rodriguez with 149.3 miles per hour on this track.
So yeah, if you were to take the iRacing measurement, which is 0.85, so 0.85. Go to my handy calculator site that I go to when I wanted to determine this stuff. And
iRacing said 0.88.
And we want to solve for speed. So 0.85. And then we go to the time category, and fastest lap right now belongs to... I don't have that graphic up right now. We watch Clindy, who does very well at this track. It's almost like one of his home tracks. Fastest lap is Rodriguez with a 21.336. So 21.336 seconds. We calculate that, and that's 143.42 miles per hour. 420.
Oh, that's the real one.
Yes, that is the real speed. 143.420 miles an hour. I don't know what the ATVO overlay is, which actually had a pretty good discussion with the guys in the ATVO Discord today about this particular issue. And it may be a fix that they could put in a future edition of ATVO, where they could actually address the miles per hour discrepancy at some of these tracks.
Oh, yeah, Sarai said 149.8.
So yeah, and the ATVO overlay that you're using is like 149. You said 149.8. That's
yes,
6 miles per hour difference between what the actual speed was versus what ATVO is calculating. And a lot of that has to do with how the track is calculated by iRacing. And you figure at 0.850 is what they give you in the sim. That would be what it would be inside of the sim, but apparently it's at another measurement inside the sim shorter than 0.850 for it to be 149, almost 150 miles an hour.
Well, iRacing measure now this Milwaukee 0.88. That's what iRacing said over here. So that's why maybe they measure with different speed stuff.
Yeah, for some series they measure like the middle line. NASCAR is like I forget, it's feet off the apex or to the wall. IndyCar is like 15 feet from the wall, and that's what they measure if it's able to go 15 feet. Yeah, every series is a little bit different in how they want to measure the track. I mean, I forever have known Indianapolis Motor Speedway to be 2.5 miles, forever. That's it. In fact, it was built so exact that, it said it's exactly 2.5. Well, apparently it's like 2.5 and some change, but and that's never recorded anywhere. And if you go to the Speedway, they'll never tell you it's like 2.51 or 2.52. It's always 2.5, 2.5 miles. So, but actually, it actually comes in on iRacing as 2.51.
Oh.
And I've yet to find. Now, iRacing does laser scan the place, so they would know. But I've yet to find, and Craig Forsyth has gotten around Guyon and is now up to 8th now, and is getting ready to bring the battle to Richie Hearn here. But I've yet to find any place that says Indianapolis is actually 2.51. But am I surprised that it's actually 2.51? No, not at all. I mean, I guess when they built that thing, they didn't have like laser measurements and stuff. So, I mean, they got pretty damn close. Guyon has fallen back a little bit off the pace, and now Wagner has passed him. So Guyon's down 7 spots to 9th.
So,
that's 131 to go.
That IndyCar measured 3 feet from the apron.
3 feet from the apron, okay. I couldn't remember if it's like 15 feet from the wall. Everyone's a little bit different. So it's 3 feet from the apron.
Well, to be honest, you have to take it off the hat what the people make. that track's all long time ago, and it still measures the same.
Yeah.
And it's like a really tough to make all the stuff, even blue bricks, so really tough. I know it's still that. And for sure, iRacing use all this technology about laser stuff and checking, and then they find out it's like a oops, a little bit more than what we thought.
If you enjoy P1's coverage of the Onyx Racing League's Lotus 79 series and respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so don't miss out on future P1 iRacing broadcasts. Today's coverage is sponsored by 4D Racewear. Check out their lane of made-for-sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on their link in the stream description. 127 to go here. It's Rodriguez, Clindy, Syrah, Cone, and Kirby. Pretty much the way it started. We have been clean and green since the drop of the green flag. And now we're kind of looking forward to first round of pit stops, and we will be pitting off of turn 3.
Yeah, we don't. Well, let's put this on the table. To be honest, we don't have a race control, like a measure how many wheels you put into the, but basically take it on the back straight. So, but you have to put the wheels before the 2 yellow lines we have over there. But in Lionheart, they have somebody waiting over there to see if you did that or not, very well or not. If you're done, they call you. They send you a text and in private and said, "Oh, you did that, so you have a black flag."
And in chat, Lucas says IndyCar measures 3 feet from the apron, and so it's done that way. So IMS is exactly 2.5 miles. That makes sense too.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yep.
And I said, yeah.
Yep.
So Rodriguez getting close of Kirby. Very close.
That is Brent Kirby, who is currently in 19th spots.
How much close to that?
Oh, you heard Rodriguez shifting gears.
A lot of work there.
Go back to Clindy. Clindy has caught him. Oh, Rodriguez might have kissed the wall out of 4. And here's Clindy for the attack.
Yeah, you're right. Up.
This is the first time that Rodriguez has been in traffic all day. Big lift for Clindy. Clindy is going to stay committed to that high line to get a big run. Here he is, going to go to the inside on Rodriguez, going in the 1.
Yeah, he's taking the lead for the race today. But look at that, he's coming back again.
Clindy is committed to that high line. He's going to stick with it, and that's what happens, is that he just has the big run on the high side, and he's going to have a little help from the draft from Kirby down the front straight. And around Kirby they go. Next up is Say Hey Lewis Hayes. It took us a better part of 50 laps, 50 plus laps. But we have our first pass for the lead on the racetrack. Lindy, your new leader.
Yeah, 56 laps when they have a new leader, 58, and one car in pit, smart car.
Mark Cohn on pit road, one of our points leaders right now, looking to get a bit of an undercut. Hit pit road early. Is going to new tires right away and adding the fuel. The problem is he's going to go down multiple laps here. You just have to be very patient on pit road, not to make a mistake and make things worse. Down and away. And his pit stop is complete.
Rickney's coming to the pit now also too. Yeah, it's better to change it now. Oh, safe for Rickney.
Rigney winner earlier this season at Michigan. Cohn's a winner earlier this season, last week at Motegi. And looks like Rigney going to the new tires. Back up front.
Hard time of Lindy.
Lindy trying to go around, say hey Lewis Hayes, and the Mario Andretti Patrick Racing throwback. Oh, and Clindy has him cleared that time.
So all of these guys, they are good to go to come in one more. Clindy's calling now. No, yeah, it's coming now actually, Clindy. They can cut this 109 laps in two. Oh, be careful.
Oh,
Nice
that last turn on the pit road is a sharp one.
Yeah, you look like you're getting short for coming in, but if you press a little bit the accelerate the gas or the throttle, make like the car is gonna fast, and then you have to brake, and then that's why you have the black flag in there.
Yeah, you just have to be patient. Clindy going up on the jacks as well. He's going to do a new set of tires. So back up at the front, it is David Sarra, your leader. He's coming to pit road now. To nobody's surprise, Justin Kirby. Well, I was going to say he's going out long because normally he is the fuel conserving guy here in the league, but he's coming to pit road right now.
Oof.
Richie Hearn coming to pit road. Wags coming to pit road. Gary Lovern's going to stay out and go long. Hugo Gala is going to go long. Jim Herrick going to go long. Lionel Callisto going long. So all these guys in the back, they're on a different strategy. They're going to go long, but they're coming to pit road right now.
Oh yeah, it looks like a little bit dirty the front right, the right front tires on the Richie Hearn. I can see it now, but not like that bad like we saw in New Hampshire when you can see the raining tires.
Yeah. You can see the graining. And Michael Goodman staying out long here. So Forsyth on pit road. He was going to out the longest, but Goodman actually racing the longest. He is now out there for his 69th lap.
Point to be a leader.
Let's ride with
he
him.
must be coming now actually, because it's going to start to lose some time. No, it's in pit now.
Big lift in turn one. And here he comes to pit road. We'll watch as Goodman comes to pit road. Keeping it down underneath the yellow line on the apron. Very, very flat, very slippery down there. Then you got to turn the wheel extra left here. to get the pit road, and then the cones are right there at the wall's edge. Remember, no speed limiter in these cars. You must go by, well, I guess you could have the black box up. The black box would tell you, but otherwise you'd have to go by RPM. And up on the jacks is Michael Goodman, so he is opting for some new tires. But up front now, it is Rodriguez, who got out in front of Clindy, cone in front of Clindy. And that's kind of to be expected. Those two are kind of experts and a lot of experience in these cars. Clindy not as much experience in these cars. As Cone racing Murph in the Miller American. Clindy sends it to the inside and one. We're going to go 3 wide. Battle for position to the 2 in the middle.
Oh, Murphy's 1 lap down.
Yes.
Mark Kohn is really surprised, being, I think it was 2 seconds behind in pit 4, and now he's in second. So basically, the strategy on him on the pit road is pretty good.
He came to pit road much earlier than everyone. And he's now 15 laps into his, Clindy way up top there. But remember, Cone came to pit road much earlier than everyone else, by about 8 laps earlier. And he's 16 laps into his current stint. But that undercut moved him up quite a bit.
It is something David Rodriguez did to do, because he did 21.3, Clindy 25.6. But Mark did 19.3 in box. So less fuel for sure to be, and the next stop is gonna be fuel just for just finish the race. So that's what they told us. Less fuel, play with that. It could be a good thing to be on front. But Clindy took it 52.2 in the line. So when he came out, he took 52.2 seconds. But Mark Kohn take 45.9 seconds. So that's basically all the 3 or 4 seconds. He was behind that to win it now and getting second. Yeah,
he did some very efficient time in the box there. Rodriguez 47.8, 21.3 in the box. Cone 45.9, 19.3. In fact, the only other driver with 19 seconds in the box was Rigney, and Rigney stopped early too. So I think that short fill is what they're going for.
Yeah, it's the main thing. Less fuel, tires for sure, because I think the next time by is no more tires. Whatever is finish, whatever you have to finish with this.
Yeah.
So you don't want to spend too much time in box, so it's gonna be maybe less than 15 or 12 seconds in box.
Hey, in December, P1 Broadcasting becomes one of the primetime homes for Today at the 500, sponsored by Oil and Gas Safety Supply, your nightly destination for all the action leading up to the prestigious PRI Hoosier 500. The last kiss of the bricks for 2025 is going to start right here. The countdown is on, so pucker up and don't miss a second of the action. Like, share, subscribe, and stay locked in. We will see you in December. The latest count that I have received from the admins of the series, of the PRI Hoosier 500 is, from Ryan Schold, 126 people have registered, and it is open for another hour and 15 minutes. Another hour and 15 minutes you can register to be part of the race. All you need to do is go to thehoosier500.com, and you can register to be part of the biggest, not everyone's making the race. Only the fastest 33. But the biggest lineup to make a race here this season, outside of the fixed and open Indy 500s, this is the biggest privately held race. Included in the lineup, we have Robert Malechka, defending champion Phil Kraus, Brandon Trano in the lineup. We have a pro driver from the Coke Series. We have also signing up. Clint, okay, what are you saying?
No, really, about the Coke,
Yeah.
Coke Pro Series guy.
We have Hunter Smith, the winner of the Elite Racing League Indy 500, as well as Chad Frankenfield, Hamilton Akabuizi, also I believe have signed up. Clindy has signed up. I'm not sure what else we got signed up, but here's some other names that I saw on the list. Kevin Burrell, two-time IIS champion, has signed up. Mitch Welker, former Formula Indy Series champion and their all-time winner. Rashad Craig, the Open Series champion from a season ago. And Cameron Dance, former Classic IndyCar Series champion. These are all drivers that have signed up for the PRI Hoosier 500. So if you want to hang your hat on a nice piece to put on your resume that said that you've raced against truly some of the best in the community, sign up for the Hoosier 500 at thehoosier500.com. And like I said, another hour and 15 minutes or so before registrations are closed and cut off.
40 days to go. 40.
Kirby has caught Clindy. Here we go. There's a tongue twister for you. And Cone a little bit into the turn 2 wall. Meanwhile, up front, Rodriguez pulling away. He's leading by 5 seconds. But this battle for second is now a 3-car battle right on the front stretch, right in front of you. And Kirby has passed Clindy. And now is going to attack Cone. So we got Cone, Kirby, and Clindy. Again, another tongue twister right there. 3 wide going into turn 1. Kirby down low. Remember these two last time they were racing side by side, and Motegi made contact in the last lap. And Kirby gets the position.
Nice on Kirby. So Mac Wagner with 10 spot winning today. That's enough for him. That's it. No more.
At 10 spots better.
Yeah.
And he is currently in 5th spot right now. Oh, he's using that apron to help his car rotate. Rodriguez now around Guyan, but Guyan a lap down. Guyan, last car in the lead lap at 11th spot. No cautions yet, as it looks like Rodriguez was dragging the wall a little bit going into 1. Rodriguez leader by 6 seconds now. Looking to solidify his lead in the points championship with 2 races to go. Next up, here is your schedule. It's Road America, our last road course race, and then the second of 2 wildcard races this season. We went to Michigan a little bit earlier in round 4, and we expect more of the same at Auto Club on November 17th.
Wow. So Rodriguez again at the wall by himself. Still running good.
And there you see, kind of getting up into the wall there. Yep. And the way he came off the wall makes you think that was a little bit more than net code. 76 to go.
thought it was right when I said 2 to go. I thought it was 2 to go with this. Ah, interesting. That's very interesting about Fontana Auto Club, California. Really good race gonna be over there. We didn't notice this. So Rodriguez make the pass on Alex Guillon. So means it's 1 lap down, and he's coming to David Serra. So we said this because these two guys, this Canadian guy, they are pretty good in this condition, and they are really strong in this car. So it's very significant. Very like,
significant that he's catching these guys and going to put them a lap down when we're still going to have kind of in the neighborhood of 65 still to go when he gets around to catching Serra. Next round of pit stops. Well, Rodriguez stopped at 65. It's 35 laps into his current stint, so he will probably at about 35 to go. We expect them to come to pit road then.
Actually, yeah, we are 37 now. Yeah, we have maybe 20, 30 more laps. Maybe 30, 25 more laps is gonna be good for everyone's coming to the pit and just finish the race. Or maybe no, maybe in 10 more laps they are. Sorry, 15 more laps, they can just coming in and good to go to the end. But it all depends because 57's Marcon did, and the leader of Rodriguez did 65 and Kirby 66. So it's a mix of stuff about the fuel and stuff. So I guess in Rodriguez could be go a little bit long. Just about the fuel, or no, it's not the fuel, about the time in the pit road.
Goodman went 70 laps on his opening stint there, so that will get him about 30 laps away if he goes another 70.
Yeah, Goodman's kind of far on the back, 14.
Yep. And he is currently in 14th spot and a lap down.
The thing is, if we have too many yellows, it could be good strategy for Goodman, but we're still in green, and doesn't look like we're gonna go for caution because it's to spray the people around.
I tell you what, Kirby has reeled in by about 2 seconds. Rodriguez it is now 4 seconds to the leader.
Yeah, it's doing 21 flat. So the fastest lap for him was 29.9. Same, but a little more fast than Rodriguez, the fastest lap. So Rodriguez is doing...
Rodriguez is right now turning 21 twos, and Kirby is turning 21 flats. So he's shaving two tenths a lap off that lead.
It's sure because Serra is on front, but also how many times he visited the wall. Turn 4. So I know the damage is not really big deal, but also it's about that small.
He's reeled him in. He's reeled him in. It is now 2 seconds, 2.6 seconds. You see 3.3 on the timing and scoring there. But we now see 2.7 on our overlay, on our supplemental timing and scoring as that as the ticker kind of catches up. Here you see 3 seconds now.
Oh, getting close. So it's not making it easy for Rodriguez Serra. Now it's to make the pass like ascended, and it's coming Kirby in there. Just an exit on the turn 2. could be finally for Justin after many bads in the IndyCar. I know he won in the tracks, and he won in track series actually. But last season in the IndyCar, DNF by Netco, DNF by incident on the front, DNF for this, DNF for that. So it could be a good for Kirby. Maybe, we don't know yet because we have to make the stop on the pit road, winning the race. Con is called pit now. There it is.
Cone doing the same thing that he did before. He is coming to pit road. Right at, he went 57 on his first and 55 on this one. So he's attempting to do this undercut again and do it a little bit sooner.
He changed the tires, Mark.
Yeah, he's going to tires. Richie Hearn on pit road.
Richie didn't change. Stay with the same tires.
Kirby eating into the lead now, less than 2 seconds on our timing and scoring. The ticker on the left has not really caught that up yet.
Rigney on pit road.
Rigney coming in early again. There it is, Kirby, less than 2 seconds now. He goes underneath. That is Sarah.
1.4, 1.5. Rigney stay with the same tire. Rodriguez calling to the pit now.
And how much does Kirby wait? He is the fastest car on the racetrack.
If he's fast, it should be stay to the end. If he do a good lap in there, it could be good to the end. But the problem is, all of these fastest laps, like happened to me in Iowa that time, I did fastest lap, but on the end my tire is gone. So I think Rodriguez, that's why made it low, because it's conservative about the tires, and I think Kirby's done. Who knows? Let's see on the end. Rodriguez stays.
Rodriguez not going up on the jacks. He is going fuel only for his final stop here.
This race smells like Nashville. New Hampshire, sorry.
Remember New Hampshire, Cone had that big lead, and then he got reeled in there toward the end.
Same with Wagner, so many. This race is like a full save the tires, and I don't see Kirby worry about it. So the thing is, you can see on your screen, oh, it's 80%, so good to go. But the problem is that when you finish the race, it's gonna go drop to 30.
Forsyth racing side by side with Murph, and they had about had it coming together, coming off of 4.
Oh no, Kirby! Something happened with Kirby. Oh, he disappeared, leading, and then he came back, hit the wall. Man!
Yeah, he is.
Maybe you can see that.
I don't know if we could see that or not.
In the lap 123 for line, so it was in front 2. The car was destroyed. I can see the wheel turn to the left, and I see the car destroyed, and then the car came back again.
Yeah, there we go. We just saw it.
And that's what he's talking about on radio now. I don't know why I have lockout for iRacing.
He has a lockout for iRacing?
Yeah, he said, I don't know, I have like a lock.
Oh, lag, okay. We expect him to come to pit road anytime. He has a 4-second lead. And he went 66 on his first stint. He's at lap 60 now.
In his screen, and that was happened because I can see the wheel turning right to the left, all completely to the left, and then hit the wall.
Still yet to pit. Clindy has yet to pit. Forsyth is yet to pit. Callisto on pit road now.
Oh, Callisto hit the wall.
Oh, and he is missing a corner of his car. Oh, and it pops back in. There's a fast repair. That's fortunate for him.
You see the wheel? The wheel went to back. It just disappeared in the track.
So he gets to execute the fast repair. There is one fast repair. In fact, that is the rule set for today. This is a 0.8 of a mile D-shaped oval. 0.85 is what iRacing classifies it as. We're doing 172 lap, 146.2 iRacing miles. We'll call it 150. Unlimited tires, 28% fuel, one fast repair. Pit road speed limit is 40 miles an hour. The closest that these cars raced on in their history was when they used to visit San Air Speedway outside of Montreal. It was called San Air Super Speedway. It's still there. It's a triangular shaped, and actually CART measured it at 0.826 of a mile, so roughly about the same distance as this track. They had 3 races there in 84, 85, 86. Danny Sullivan, Johnny Rutherford, Bobby Rahal won those 3 races. As here comes Kirby to pit road. In fact, that Rutherford race was I mentioned it last night in the votive when the votive race had a steward's decision. That particular race at 85, Pancho Carter took the checkered flag, but it was deemed that he took a late restart too early, and stewards gave the race to Johnny Rutherford, which was his next to last race of his career, next to last win of his career. His final win was the 86 Michigan 500 the next year. But Johnny Rutherford got a win at San Air, a very similar length speedway, different configuration. It was a triangle.
It is Clendy and Rodriguez side by side by position. And 17.8 Kirby in box. Coming to the
considerably quicker than everyone else.
Yeah. So now, this is the thing. Let's see what happens when it's still to go. If it can still leading by that margin. So
here comes Forsyth. Forsyth coming to pit road. He was out about 68 laps in this first stint. 68 coming to 68 in this stint. And now Michael Goodman, who we went 70 his first stint, is at 65 now, so we expect at least another 5 more laps from Goodman here. And then that will turn the lead over to Kirby. And Goodman coming to pit road now, so he can't quite go as long. Forsyth still on pit road. Kirby. And now Kirby has himself a 5-second lead as we're waiting for everything to cycle through now. He's going to have himself, as he gets around Goodman, He's going to have himself a 6-second lead over Rodriguez with 35 to go.
Come on. Front to Kirby. What's happening? A lot of battles in front. Yes, I see Mark Murphy make the pass of Wagner, but still Wagner cannot make the pass of Murphy, and Mark Corn is over there. .3 Kirby and Rodriguez.
And Rodriguez is actually, Kirby has actually joined that group of drivers that are racing for position in front of him. This is going to be lapping position 7, 6th, and 7th if he can get around him. And again, Kirby does a longtime veteran of the of cars with fenders, right? And I gotta wonder how much experience he has with cars with fenders around here, and how much maybe this extra downforce is helping him out around this place. Because we know he knows how to save fuel, and then we know he knows how to get around these places without a rev limiter on or a speed limiter on pit road. Now 30 to go. Big bump in between turns 1 and 2 here, down low. See those cars hit that bump.
Kirby 21. Let me tell you, passport line 21.1. Rodriguez
20.9.
21.0.
Yep, 21.0 that time, so a little bit faster for Rodriguez, but Rodriguez needs to navigate a lot of lap cars between himself and Kirby. Let's go back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has Sarah, Rigney, Herrick in front of him at the very least. There's more than that. Can't even see the blue car in front of him yet. But it's still, I mean, if Rodriguez at best finishes second here, or let's say Rodriguez at worst finishes second, he's still going to be doing pretty well on the points day with 2 rounds to go after this.
Yeah, but always you want to win the race.
Right.
Because how you started, that's what you want to. But now it's 6.7. 20.9 last lap. Still Kirby 21.1. So it is coming Rodriguez, and the tires
but you don't see
stuck to.
Right, he's coming, but you don't see Kirby. We're watching over the roll cage of Rodriguez right now, and we don't see Kirby's car in front of him yet. We see Cone. We said that battle with Cone and Wagner and Callisto.
He will see soon, for sure. I don't want this happen because by Kirby, but look like about how everything is going.
So they're about a
Kirby,
turn apart right now down the backstretch.
Yeah, now he's in 4th, and he's in 1 now.
Meanwhile, back to that battle with Sarah and Hearn and Rigney. And Cone. And Rodriguez is in there, but he just needs to get around 5 cars. I don't think he can get around 5 cars with 22 to go and get up to Kirby. I think Kirby right now, if he can get around.
He hit the wall.
Who? Rodriguez?
Rodriguez again.
So if Kirby can get around Callisto and add another car as a buffer, it's going to make things very, very hard unless there's a late caution here, and I don't want to jinx Kirby. We're going to knock on wood here. Because this guy has been after an open wheel win for 2 seasons of ISRA and now a half a season or more than half of a season of Onyx Lotus 79s.
Oh, he's gonna come in the yellow. Ah, who was that?
Cone.
Ah, contact with Serra. It's not your fault. It's just a race.
No contact. I mean, there's no wall contact, just spinning down the front stretch. And that's enough to bring out the caution. So Kirby now has to give up that lead, but he's going to have a bunch of lap cars between himself and Rodriguez. We're not at that point in the race yet where the lap cars all go to the back. So he'll still have a little bit of a buffer as we are coming to 17 to go for our first caution today.
The net call between Con and Serra was not big, but it was kind of, yeah, net call for sure.
But once again, if you're just joining us, you're watching P1's coverage of round 8 of 10 of the Onyx Racing League's Lotus 79 series as we see cars heading to pit road. We're coming to you from Iowa, where Justin Kirby currently leads with 18, now 17 to go. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. The next race for us here in the Onyx Racing League Lotus 79 series is next week. The drivers head to Road America for our final road course race of the season. 55 minutes at Road America. That's next week. Coverage starts at 9:05 p.m. Eastern time. No time change because this is a league race, not an official iRacing race, so it's going to remain the same time. So 9:05 p.m. Eastern right here on P1. Make sure just to pay attention to the channel. You'll see the session there already posted, and you can set a reminder based upon that. Today's race coverage is sponsored by 4D Racewear. Check out their line of made-for-sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on the link in the stream description. So one of the lap cars is going to get the Lucky Dog wave around.
It's ready. It's already gone.
Yep, and that was Callisto that got the wave around.
Yeah. Yes.
And lights are still on.
Callisto's in fifth.
Must have been Goodman. Must have. Well, it wasn't. I don't know who it was. I thought it was a yellow car. Yeah, it was Callisto because he's fifth now. Yeah, and he has to go to the back. He has to go all the way to the back, I think.
The last car on the lap. But everyone is take back. All the lap down is going back with 16 to go.
All right, so we are close enough to the end that all the leaders will be in contact with one another. I wasn't sure if we were close enough to the end or not, and we must be in that window. So all of the leaders, everybody on the lead lap, with the exception of Callisto, because he got the wave around, he goes to the back end of the longest line. But the top four on the lead lap, which is Kirby, Rodriguez, Clindy, and Forsyth, they will be all together now on the racetrack for this restart. Going green next time with 14 to go here at Iowa. And I think you're right when you were talking about you had, this felt like a little bit like New Hampshire to you. I think we're going to see that. I think whatever Rodriguez did to his car on the last pit stop, he was faster through much of that stint. Kirby just had a big lead. So I don't know if it's new tires, lighter tank. We'll see right here. And also, Rodriguez is going to have to contend with Clindy, who, remember, passed him straight up for the lead. Big jump for Kirby, who doesn't wait, and we are back underway. 14 to go.
Yeah, because we have the caution is change the scenario of the race.
That time by Kirby faster by 0.03. And Clindy and Forsyth racing side by side. This is exactly what Rodriguez wants to see.
Kirby, the fastest lap, 20.261 around the.
Yeah, that's the fastest purple lap right there. So closers be closing, and that's what he's trying to do here with 11 to go. Now we're riding with Craig Forsyth, who has gotten around Clindy.
I think Clindy, the tire is gone. Because Sarah is to make the pass.
Clindy's got fourth place locked down. Sarah is a lap down.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
But now does Craig have enough time to get to Rodriguez? 10 to go, coming to 9 to go.
Actually, it's the battle over there. Rigney, Sarah, Guyon over there. Goodman, a little bit far.
Yeah, but unfortunately, these guys are all trapped a lap down, but this is for 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Wags was so improved, and now he's fallen back down through the order, down to 11th. Back up front, it is now 7 to go. Kirby leads by 9/10 as he starts to pull away. Six to go. Now 5 to go for Kirby, looking for his first win in the series. And we look in the statistical encyclopedia known as Sim Racer Hub. And Kirby had 6 starts in the Lionheart Series. 1 top 5, 2 top 10s.
Who, Jesse Kirby?
Yes, so he is looking for, in that great lineage from everything that we've done in Lionheart into now Onyx. He's now 3 laps away from getting a dub and making this points championship a little bit tighter for everyone else. 2 to go this time by.
Wait, this time many is starting.
Rodriguez eating into that lead. He's cut it in half. Coming to the white flag this time by. And all Kirby needs to do is navigate these last couple of corners, hit his spots. And I think time is going to run out for Rodriguez into turn 3, through turn 4. The guy that was snake bit for much of the IndyCar seasons that we had in the ISRA is going to get the dub for his open wheel win in the Onyx Lotus 79 series.
Yeah, Rodriguez said about the tires, about the his tires is gone, and I thought Kirby with all that turning in the corner is the tire is gonna be gone for him, but the yellow, I don't know if it helped him, but basically make easy for the end.
And there you see Justin Kirby with the win. Rodriguez second, Forsyth third. Clinty in fourth. Lionel Callisto in fifth. And the remainder of your field, Sarad sixth, Guyon in seventh, Brigney eighth, Mark Murphy in ninth, Goodman in 10th, Gary Levin in 11th, Mark Cohn in 12th, Wags in 13th, Cristobal Valenzuela in 14th, Hugo Gallas in 15th, Hearn, Lewis Hayes, Herrick, Kirby round out the remainder of your 19-car field. Chris Fowler did not get the starts.
So Kirby said, I'm really nervous about the tires. So let me confirm this in the second pit stop. But he didn't change the tires for the entire race.
Well, we'll talk to him here in a second.
He just started for the same tires when he started basically. Yeah.
All right, let's get into the interview room, and let's talk with Craig Forsyth, who got a podium finish here in the 79s. And here he is. And making a grand return back to the podium is Craig Forsyth, a podium finish here in the 79s. Talk about your race there. The first part of the race, though, up until the first round of pit stops, you just kind of looked like stuck in the mid-pack, nowhere to go.
I was doing nothing but following Richie and learning, because I was so lost this race. I had no idea what I was doing. We knew that none of us were good at saving the tires. I found out that I guess Justin didn't change his tires the whole race, which is insanity to me. But yeah, so we knew that we were going to change tires the first stint, all of us as a team. And then at that point, it was going to be, were we going to have to change tires again on the final stint? And I really didn't want to, but I didn't know what my tire wear was going to be like. So I was happy after the first stint. I think it was at like 52 or 53%. So I knew that meant, because after the second pit stop, it was only going to be half a stint to the end. So I knew that meant I was going to have good enough tires, and they would be fast at that point. And unfortunately, yeah, Richie overused his tires on the second stint without realizing it, and so that got him. He was down to the cords. Basically, he had no choice but to go in when that caution came out to change the tires, because he was flopping around on a flat tire. So that got lucky for him. But it was all Jim was providing the brake biases. Richie was providing the lines to arc into the corners, and between the two of them, we were able to get me through guys and and steal a third place there, which I'm ecstatic, because I didn't think I thought we were going to be somewhere in the tail end of the top 10. So extra happy with that. So quite happy.
We heard going into the race that it was going to be hard to pass out there, and that all the strategy passing wise would be made on pit road. Is that the case for you out there at the end of the day, or did you get some passing done out on the racetrack as well? Obviously, you passed Clindy there in the closing stages, but we think he might have had his tires pretty well spent at that point.
Yeah, no, Richie was able to carve through cars like like I don't know if anyone else passed as many cars as he did, and I just followed him. And he was showing me the lines. He was arcing into the corners a certain way, and I was just replicating what he was doing, and I think that got us up to, I think, from 9th to like 7th or 6th or 7th at that point. Which, passing 3 cars with this with the setup the way it was, that's good. So at that point, it was just, okay, now we just need to have fast pit stops, work our way through. I had a suspicion that some of the guys on the first stint had then short filled with plans on taking tires and a little bit more fuel on their second stint. And I think I jumped like 3 guys in that second pit cycle, purely with just knowing that I just needed to take half a tank of fuel and no tires, and I would come out. And I think I gained like 3 seconds on the next nearest car. So it was from that point, other than the first stint, getting ourselves broken away of the guys who were roughly in our pace. At that point, it was just playing the pit cycle game and making sure that we had good tires at the end to run people down. And yeah, I think even without the caution coming out, we would have gotten by Kyle there. He was I think his tires were spent. And really, all the caution did was gave us a chance to at least be in the same shot at the same time as David and Kirby. So I'm happy with that.
Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone I want to say hi to on your podium finish here.
I got to thank Jim, the whole 40 Racewear crew. My wife for letting me go right back into this, even though we just got back from our vacation, and already I have like jet lag sickness. So yay me for getting a cold right away. All you guys doing the broadcast, everyone, Onyx, Lotus 70, the Lotus 79. Love driving this car. It's a challenging little beast with an awesome sound out of it. So I like driving this thing.
Congratulations on the P3. We'll see you in a week when we get to the last road course at Road America.
You betcha. Stay safe, Gary.
And that is Craig Forsyth. Now we go in for David Rodriguez. I'm not seeing, is Kirby in chat anywhere? Yeah, there he is. We'll bring him up eventually. So we'll bring up David Rodriguez, and here is David. David, P2 today, pretty dominant in that first stint, and then got passed by Clindy. And then after that, kind of never got a whiff of the lead again, but always in the top 3 for the entire race. And this is one of those good races for you that I think you finish ahead of everybody you needed to finish ahead of. And you extend your points lead now with 2 rounds to go, and going to a road course, which is a type of track you already got a win at this year.
Yeah, I think this race overall went well. I want to give a shout out to Mark for the strategy he suggested. We short pitted the last the couple stints we had just to try to keep track position and be a little bit faster on lighter fuel, which I thought was a great strategy until Justin Kirby did not. I mean, I took 1 tire on the first stint. He didn't take tires all race, so that explains why he was a lot faster than me by the end. And that caution, at first I thought it was great because I closed the gap and everything, but I mean his tires were just a little more worn than me, and he was able to make it work, taking no tires. So I mean, congrats to him. But overall, I think I had a good race.
Yeah, you were catching him up until that caution. You had a lot of cars you needed to pass. If the caution didn't come out, did you have a hope of catching him, or the caution really was a good thing to allowing you to close the gap and then get rid of all those cars in front of you?
I think in hindsight now, I realize that caution hurt me because Kirby's tires were done. I was catching him the last couple laps of the race. I was like catching him by like half a second a lap. And he was trying to manage his tires to the end, and I was going flat out. So I feel like if those extra few laps would have helped, but I don't know who could say it because the lap traffic I would have to navigate as well. But yeah.
Well, the points have been updated. You are now 29 points with a 29-point gap now between you and Mark Cohn. So you have 389 to his 360. Lionel Callisto is another 10 points behind Cohn. Sarah in fourth, Guyan in fifth. Kirby now up to sixth. But the points to the leader is 29 from Cohn to you, then 39 to Callisto, 47 to Sarah, and 52 to Guyan, with 2 races to go. How you feeling about this?
I'm feeling pretty good, honestly. I mean, it sucks what happened to Mark and everything, you know? It could happen to me, it could happen to anyone. And it certainly can happen in the last race, which is a wide open, track at Fontana. So, I mean, he definitely still has a chance and a shot. And so I just have to keep doing what I'm doing.
Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone I want to say hi to before we let you go. Another podium finish.
Yeah, just the team, Bad Works, Graphics Esports, and, the league, Onyx, and for you guys for putting on an amazing broadcast.
Congratulations on the P2. We'll see you in a week when we head back to the road course. And as we mentioned, you already got 1 win on the road course this year, so maybe looking to pad that lead a little bit more before going into that final wild card race at Auto Club. David Rodriguez, P2 here today at Iowa.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that is David Rodriguez. And we will now bring up Kirby. And here he is, and we will bring him up now. And here is Jessica Kirby. And I guess the $1 million question is, no tires, huh?
Yes, sir. Somehow it ended up working out. That caution kind of, it was like, oh crap, what do I do now?
Well, let's talk about going the no tires route. You weren't among the leaders up until really that second, towards the end of that second stint, just kind of pacing yourself. Were you taking it easy that first stint, really? And that'll also allowed you to go a little bit longer in that first stint as well in terms of fuel mileage?
Yeah, I didn't have a set strategy when I was getting rolling there those first 10-20 laps. All I knew is I wanted to manage the car a little bit, keep the right front under me so I could at least run at 2 stints. And I didn't want to go chasing after the guys that were the lead pack, because just from the testing that Lewis did, which he put in some really good work, just to be able to get the wheel the way you needed it, to get the car to cut to turn those lap times, it just destroyed the tires. So I was like, okay, so I backed off a little bit on the steering wheel, so we were running a little bit, and then just set to cruising on the bottom, because iRacing rule right now is the higher you go, the more heat you put in the right. So I just decided to roll the bottom and just kind of see where I ended up. And then once it got to the first stop, I had right around 70% on the right front, and I'm like, okay, this could work.
Math, right? Exactly. How does it feel now also to get the monkey off your back? I mean, through the second half of the ISRA IndyCar season, you were kind of snake bit. You was always in position to get good finishes, and one thing or another, not really by your own accord, getting caught up in things. A little bit like that in the Onyx series. In fact, coming in the final stages about the white flag lap at Motegi a week ago, looking to make a pass for the lead, and today finally getting that win. You knew it was coming at some point. You just didn't know when it would get here.
Yeah, and it's with the guys that we have here and the experience that they have in these cars. I've got all the respect in the world for the time they got into these things, because they are not easy. And then the transition over, like, from tire build to tire build, I'm just happy I was able to get to where I was, because this was more in my wheelhouse of how to drive race cars than it was, like, because like the IR18s, you got to be so diligent with the arrow and making sure you're in the right spot. You can't even put a tire wrong in the air, otherwise it's like you could end up in the fence in any corner. And then these cars aren't so bad, but they have like the old draft model that the stock cars had for so long, and certain things like that on the bigger tracks you had to take into account. And then here it was I kind of just did like I've run many races in Iowa, um, just especially the B car, the A car, and that sort of thing. And I was just thinking when it was the newer Iowa and they had all the grip in it, we were turning about the same lap times in the B car as we were tonight. So kind of like I started running our old line that we had there, and I'm like, okay, this is working. This is working.
Well, we were wondering how much your stock car experience was also helping pay off for today, and it sounded like it did a little bit as well. Now's your chance. You've been on the podium before, but now you are the winner. Any shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone you want to say hi to before we let you go?
Like say hi to the guy, like to my brother Brent. I mean, he's been putting in the work, and it's been a little bit of a rough go, but we're gonna figure it out. Whether it's here or with the stock cars, we're gonna get something good. Lewis for the information and just kind of hanging out with us over the last few races, and just being Lewis. He's freaking awesome, man. I don't really have any sponsors at this time, but just want to say thanks for Mike for running Onyx, Jim sponsoring it with 40 Racewear, which those things are absolutely awesome. I was at the expo and quality on them is top notch. So don't be shy on getting some, folks. It's really good. And then you guys for hosting us or for broadcasting us and doing the job that you do.
Well, good to have you finally break through and get that first win. Congrats, and we will see you when we get to the road course a week from now at Road America.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, we'll be there next week.
And that is Justin Kirby. Lewis, a new first-time winner here in the series. That's kind of two this season, along with Sarah. We also got Kirby joining the new winners in this car, kind of going back to that Lionheart lineage. Got to feel pretty happy for him because, man, he was really snake bitten in the IR18 to the second half of the last open wheel season in ISRA. He just couldn't buy a good finish, and now the wins are starting to come to him, and the podiums are starting to come to him a little bit more naturally now.
Yeah, I remember when he just like, you know what, I tired of this track, this car, so I'm gonna go. And then the next week is still over there. Be on the front in the Dallara IR still over there, try to do this, try to do that. He did the best, and now he's have a good season in these tracks. Actually, in this car, I know it's a 6th position now with 1 win, 2 top 5, and 2 top 10s. And but it's at least, you know what, 1 win on 1 season is really like put everything back in the garbage. So that's good for him. So mad for Mark because now it's kind of far, very far. It's not really far, but it's like a week 2 to go. It's kind of far.
Got a lot of work. It's got a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, especially when next week we have this track in Road America. Could be good, well, but Rodriguez is really good in there. But also we're gonna have a Rich Hearn over there around. It's gonna be a Stoffer also too. It's gonna be Sarah, Guyon, in the road. Even Cristóbal Valenzuela is gonna be around also too in battle in between top 5 and top 10 in there. So we have a good good race today. With the strategy he did, it was a good job, to be honest. Nobody expected to racing like that, like don't have a change the tires. The guy just didn't change it and go for it, and that's what it's a gamble, because normally, like we saw in the Lionheart, just you have to change the tires at least one time to go to the end, and that's what everyone did, and Rodriguez did, and Rodriguez almost killed the tires because this was the yellow flag. So I said Justin's kind of over because how he used the tire, how he make the pass, but he got really good, did a good job in that. So congrats both him. So like you said, next one is gonna be Road America. It's gonna be a race everyone knows, 55-minute race. So for sure, the start is gonna be really tight on the end, and the people have to really save it fuel. Not tires. I think the tires is gonna be okay. It's just the fuel about the long straight we have in that in that track. So it's gonna be really interesting how the people is gonna be involved in that. So see you next week from Road America, and see you tomorrow from Las Vegas in the Fixer Series.
All right, so let's get on out of here and give everyone back their Monday night. That's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here from Iowa. Justin Kirby with the big win. David Rodriguez does everything he needs to do to extend his lead in the championship with 2 more races going. And Craig Forsythe with sounds like a team performance to get his car up the 3rd spot there paid off. He comes home in 3rd. Join P1 and Onyx again next week as the series heads to Road America for our final road course of the season. Coverage begins around 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, there's no time change here in Onyx. 9:05 is 9:05. So 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time next week. Remember, as always, for the correct broadcast time in your area, you can find everything on YouTube at youtube.com/@P1 Broadcasting. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not an easy one, so please help support P1 with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know you thought of tonight's race. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video, would you? And if you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss more P1's other iRacing programming, including tomorrow night, it's our iRacing Open Wheel Oval Series doubleheader. I said it without tongue twisting myself. Yes, coverage starts at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. That's a time change. Normally it's 8:15, but it's 7:15 with the time change now with iRacing. So that's 7:15 with the IndyCar Oval Series. And then the iRacing Indy Next Oval Series will start immediately following the IndyCar Oval Series at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time instead of its old spot of 9:30. So everything you need is on the website or on the channel, so make sure to be subscribed and check it out. But if you like open wheel racing, then make P1 your home on Tuesday nights. Onyx Racing League's Lotus 79 Series is brought to you by 4D Racewear. And as you heard from Justin Kirby, make sure to check out their line of made-for-sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on their link in the stream description. So, for Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at P1 and 4D Racewear and Onyx, I'm Gary Gatto saying all good night and thanks for watching, and to all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again right here next week in Road America for the next race of the Onyx Racing League's Lotus 79 Series. We'll see you. Good night.